deal with that subscribe button? It's not just for following our YouTube channel.
Good morning, Nighthawk Nation. My name is Emily Prasma, your anchor for this week. And welcome to the HPS Upload, where we upload the latest news for you to download. At Hettinger Public School, we challenge all to meet their academic and life goals while inspiring lifelong learning. Please stand to say the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Now for some short stories. Hettinger Public School is proud to announce that Miss Enger's 4th grade class for Book Solid has been crowned the North Dakota State Reading Champions. The championship came as a result of reading the most minutes per team over 4 weeks during Read Bowl 2024. The world champion of reading, a global reading competition put on by Read with Malcolm, the youth literacy initiative of NFL Super Bowl champion and children's book author Malcolm Mitchell. Early Friday last week, tractors paraded into the school grounds, marking the final day of FFA week, with students proudly displaying their agricultural traditions. To conclude FFA week, students organized a spirited fundraiser where people could donate to vote a teacher to kiss a pig. After a flurry of donations, Miss Dunn emerged as the chosen one and planted a kiss onto the pig's snout. Amidst the cheers and laughter, it was a memorable end to the week, filled with community spirit and support for agricultural education. Monday's lunch will be teriyaki chicken. Tuesday's breakfast will be caramel rolls. Tuesday's lunch will be beef and bean burritos. Wednesday's breakfast will be breakfast sandwich. Wednesday's lunch will be hot ham and cheese. Thursday's breakfast will be French toast. And Thursday's lunch will be goulash and bread. Friday, there is no school. Announcement. Silent reading will be 5th period this week. Bring a book. Juniors will have a prom meeting Tuesday, the 27th at lunch in Miss Block's room. Bring your lunch, come to the meeting, select decorations, items, or forever hold your peace. Are you interested in the spring play? There will be an informational meeting about a possible spring play Tuesday, February 27th at 12:20 p.m. This meeting is open to all 7th through 12th. If you are interested in the play but cannot attend the meeting, please see Miss Fortune. See you at the meeting. Now on today's fact/question. What has wheels and flies, but it is not an aircraft? This week we're diving into a thought-provoking news story, AI in Education by Robert Larson. Today, we'll present a full condensed version of the story. The entire story will soon be available in the description of this video. And also, on HPS Stream Team's YouTube channel, we invite you to not only enjoy the story, but also to actively engage in discussion amongst your peers. Now let's divide into this week's story by Robert Larson.
Bad news. According to an increasing number of commenters, I'm an AI. Tools like GPT-0 claim to be able to detect
AI thing that we're doing is going to be about 30 to 40 different giant AI computers. I'm not bored, but how healthy is that for basic
An AI generator doesn't make you an artist. Plus, Stable Diffusion is stealing art styles from real people. Everything we make is derivative. That's what we make.
It's called the singularity. It's a singularity like a black hole, because you don't know what happens after that. It's hard to predict. So I think we should be cautious with...
The acronym AI stands for Artificial Intelligence. As described by Wikipedia, artificial intelligence is the intelligence of machines or software as opposed to the intelligence of humans or other animals. It is a field of study in computer science that develops and studies intelligent machines. In the modern day, in which AI is the topic of the decade, perhaps a century, it is hotly debated across all aspects of life, from politics, industrial work, service, and what we'll be focusing on, education. I've arranged interviews with 5 teachers and 5 students to ask their thoughts and opinions on this, quite frankly, scary topic for most. Do you think AI should have a place in education?
I think AI already has a place in education. There's 2 ways that we can look at it. One is from the teacher point of view in actually preparing materials and getting data sets ready for students to use and making educational materials, which is very useful in terms of being the teacher. You can save a huge amount of time in creating newsletters for your classroom and creating individual data sets for your students to graph so not everybody has the same thing, creating new ideas for lesson plans or real-world applications. AI can do that much more quickly and give you 10 options, and you can pick the one that you want to explore and use in your classroom. So as a teacher, there's that side, and then there's the side of students using it. And I do feel that it will be useful to students, that students will probably use it incorrectly and abuse the privilege at first, but there are ways that they can use it that will benefit them. Or create me a study guide about stoichiometry to help me learn this topic. And it can do those things. Is that how I think kids are using it? No, but they definitely could once they get there. There's also ways for students to use it for proofreading, not writing, but proofreading that are appropriate. And I'm sure there's many applications that I don't know about yet, but those are just some I can think of off the top of my head.
What do you think of other students using AI?
I don't think it should be used as cheating for your assignments, but inspiration and as a learning tool can be very beneficial to you.
What do you think of the ethics of AI?
Not good. As an artist, when I see art that is obviously generated by AI, it makes me sad because a lot of people think of it as a replacement for artists, but it'll never have that soul that artists do and that human essence.
Overall, how do you think AI will impact society?
At the way it's going now, if there's no restrictions made, then there's going to be jobs that are taken over, which will badly impact us, obviously. But if we do put laws and restrictions on it, then I think that it can be used as a great learning tool, and it can help us a lot. Don't support AI art.
Do you think AI should have a place in education?
I do feel that AI should have a place in education. It opens up access to, in essence, every database that's out there. So from a standpoint as a professional, an educator preparing for curriculum, it's a great way to try to build a lesson plan in a quicker response, in a more up-to-date format on the knowledge that's available. You know, and then as a student, also, it's nice to have that access to that database as well for any research or any types of studies that you're doing as well.
Okay. Thank you to everyone who allowed me to interview them and for their input. Be sure to check out the full version coming soon to the HPS Stream Team YouTube channel.
Thank you, Robert, for that story. Now let's go to Sports Last Week with Trevor. How did we do, Trevor?
Well, we did pretty good, I'd say. The girls didn't make it to state, but they did pretty good, and the boys have another game this week. So let's get some scores. Boys basketball versus Fletcher Bulldogs. Varsity lost 50-58, a pretty close game. And for girls basketball versus Bowman, varsity lost 27-50, and versus Washburn, they won 48-36. Now let's look at some highlights. We have Sophia Kennedy with a block in the first quarter. Still 0-0. Now pretty close, 0-1. First quarter, Layla Jensen gets a fast break, bringing it 0-3, I'd say. We have Monica Morris with a three-pointer. Right in the corner, getting it. Now it's 13-23. We have Sophia Kennedy with a block, and it seems we get the ball and keep on moving it. Now Layla Jensen gets another three-pointer, bringing it 29 to 31 in the third quarter. Pretty close at this point. We have Sienna Burke with a fast break. And does she make it? Yes. It's 29 to 35 in the fourth quarter. Now, sports this week. Boys basketball. We have Monday through Tuesday districts in Bowman and Monday versus Grant County, Mount Regent.
Thank you, Trevor, for that sports update. Now let's go to Francis with some weather.
All right, so for weather this week, we have Monday, which is sunny and partly cloudy with a high of 60 and a low of 6. Tuesday, we have partly sunny and cloudy with a low of 16 and a high of 16 and a low of 1. Wednesday, it's going to be mostly sunny with a high of 42 and a low of 23. Thursday, it's going to be mostly sunny with the high of 60, a low of 32. Friday, it's going to be 56 with the low of 25. Saturday, it's going to be mostly cloudy with a high of 46 and a low of 22. Sunday, it's going to be snow and sleet with a high of 44 and a low of 15. Back to you, Emily.
Thank you, Francis, for that weather report. We would also like to thank Lyric Alton, our producer, for helping us make today's broadcast possible. Now for the question/riddle. What has wheels and flies, but it's not an aircraft? A garbage truck. And that's this week's news broadcast. Thank you for tuning in to the HPS Upload, where we upload the latest news for you to download. Downloadable content for you to enjoy. If you like this broadcast, be sure to perform a thought experiment on that like button and hit that subscribe button harder than a toddler on Sugar Rush, and ring-a-ding that bell for weekly updates on school news, podcasts, sports, and community streams. We will see you next Monday at 9.
When you subscribe, you become a part of the HPS Stream Team, proudly supporting our vibrant program led by our students. Your subscription is a powerful statement, creating a positive ripple effect across our community and beyond. And don't forget, liking this video also sends a clear message to the students working this